And welcome everyone to Hiller Howard Field here in Pikeville, Kentucky, the Hambly Complex. And also we'd like to welcome in everyone to Pike TV, joining East Kentucky Broadcasting. Both captains are on the field, UPIKE in the black and orange and, of course, in the white and purple. From our guests from McKenzie, Tennessee, the Bethel Wildcats, and Ricky B., I would say the next time that these two teams play, UPIKE will be traveling west because of the quirk in the schedule. We made that long trip 2 consecutive years.
The coin toss was apparently won by Bethel, and they're going to defer. So Pikeville will get the opening kick here, and let's see which way the kick's going to be. They're going to kick. Well, the captain is struggling with his decision-making out there. They're going to kick toward the river. So there we go. That'll be the first time this year that we've kicked toward the river, Joe, on the opening kickoff.
It's like Chris Farley down by the river.
Yeah, that's right.
But, Coach Al Holland Jr. told me that expect multiple formations. They've had some coaches come out of the Auburn program. Expect that. He said that, possessing the football, not turning the ball over. The defense must do a better job, like they did in the second half, of getting off the field on 3rd and 4th downs.
Exactly.
Last week the defense was lights out the first 2 downs, but they lost the money downs 3rd and 4th.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Joe. And it doesn't matter how good you are on 1st down if you're not following it up on 3rd down.
Deontay Tate, they've only played the 1 game, Rick, but he ranks 5th in the nation in rushing yards at 153 yards per game. I think that last week the offensive line did a great job. Well, guess what? Defensive end Jack Pope ranks number 1 in the country with 4.5 tackles per game. And also Kareem Darrington, he's in the top 10 in the nation as well. They've only played the 1 game, so the Bears' offensive line, they're going to have to create some holes and also protect like they did last week in the quarterbacks Bowen Smith and Trevon Wolford.
Yeah, I think that we need to see what we can do, Joe. The running game has been stout.
Yes.
We had 200-yard rushers last week. You want to see the passing game improve, and we'll see how that goes as the game progresses here today. And we're about ready for our opening kickoff. The Bears, as Joe said earlier, in black jerseys. Not real sure about the thought process wearing black jerseys on a hot, humid night like tonight. Orange numbers with white trim on those, and the pants are gray with orange piping. Our friends from Bethel are wearing their white uniforms with orange, or purple, I should say, letters and numerals on those. They have purple, solid purple pants, and I believe that's probably a Wildcat that you see on the thigh of those there. We're about ready for our opening kickoff. Back deep for the Bears are Shannon Cozart and okay, here we go. Let's we'll let Joe tell you who it is. And the kicker for Bethel is Chandler Street.
Left to right across the radio dial, and here we go. Week 3 of UPIKE Bears football. It's brought down at the 13, over the middle, over the 15, the 20, and carrying the pile from the 25 to about the 27-yard line. And the Bears will take over 1st down and 10 to begin this ball game. On the kick return for UPIKE, looks like it was Brian Mitchell.
Yeah, the numerical roster only goes up to 70. So
you got to turn it over on the back. Rick and I is having a.
We're struggling a little bit right now.
But you know what? We're not going to struggle. We're not going to struggle for long.
No, we'll figure this out.
Because we're Hall of Famers.
Watch this. I got it. Look at this, Joe. I got it.
1st down, 10. The ball to 27. 2 receivers left. 1 receiver up to the top. Bowen Smith is your quarterback. And here comes the read option. There's the handoff, and just a knee away from breaking a tackle was Exandre Willis. He gets across the 30. Good yardage between the guard and the tackles.
Nice carry by X. They'll give him up to the 32, gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd and 7 now for the Bears.
Justo Polanco and Thomas Spears and Wesley Neese up front with a nice blocking. Ball at the 32-yard line. Of course, the guards are Jalen Stone, 6'6", 315-pounder, and Thomas Spears, 6'4", 305. 2nd down, 6, the ball at the 32, 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. Read option, play action pass over the
got
left
him.
side. He's got a man wide open. That's Ortiz Clark. He's got one man to beat. He's inside the 20. It's a track meet. 10, 5, and he's tackled at the 1.5 yard line. Nevertheless, first down, UPIKE.
Joe, I didn't think they were going to catch him.
No.
I didn't think there was any way they were getting him.
Darrington brought him down.
Yeah, Kareem Darrington, he's a senior. And for the time being, Joe, he saved a touchdown here. And now, as Clark comes off the field, Darian Leslie is going to go out in that slot. Now they're going to call him back off.
It wouldn't make sense for Darrington or for Darian Leslie to be out there in this short yardage situation. First and goal at the 2.
We had 12 out there, Joe. We got X Willis still in the backfield.
66 yards on the reception. First and goal at the 2. Play clock, still plenty of time. It's at 20. Smith barking out the signals, claps his hands.
I expect Willis to get this.
He gets the handoff, and he's hit outside the 5 yard line.
I expected Willis to get it, and so did the defense. Menifee on the tackle. Aran Menifee, he's a freshman, Joe. 5'9", 278. And so it'll be second and goal. Here comes Clark back onto the field. I'll tell you, Joe, my position right now is just close enough to the air conditioning that I'm getting a breeze on my back, and it is helpful.
I'm jealous. 2 right, 1 left, second goal, ball at the 6 yard line. They're going to look over to play call again. Play clock is now under 10. It's down to 5. He's still calling, and I think they're going to have to call a timeout. They have mass confusion out there. Bears will have to call it. Second to go from the 6. UPIKE Bears football is presented by Appalachian Wireless.
Second and goal here at the 7 yard line for the Bears with only 2 minutes and 10 seconds gone here in this football game. A big pass to Ortiz Clark, and the Bears are knocking on the door.
Trevon Wolford now in at the quarterback position, more of a running threat.
We also have a different back.
Willie McLeod, he missed last week, man in motion, tight end left to right. And here comes the lead couple blockers trying to get the edge inside the 5, and that's going to be about it, maybe right at the 5 yard line. That hole really closed up very quickly. Third and goal. Bowen Smith now back in the game alongside of Exandre Willis.
How many times have you heard it in your life, Joe? He who hesitates is lost. He got out there, he hesitated just long enough to let the defense catch him.
Do you think if he hit the hole immediately behind the guard and the tackle, he gets in there?
And I think even on the end around, on the, trying to get outside the corner, if he had kept going, he would have been okay. He may not have gotten to the end zone, but it would have been a more positive gain as we got back to Bowen Smith. And
2 left, 1 right, back to pass Smith. Lob, corner of the end zone. Too far, just incomplete. Out of the extended hands that time of Jordan Owens, 4th down. And the field goal unit is coming on now for the Bears.
So the spectacular run and tackle that we saw, Joe, on the 65 yard pass actually is going to keep points off the scoreboard here, apparently, because the Bears are on to kick, and so 3 instead of 7, and I'm sure Bethel will take that.
Yeah, here comes William Chandler, 22 yard field goal attempt. Kicking game's be a little shaky for UPIKE. Holds down, the kick is up. It is going to be through there and good. 12:02 to go in the quarter. 3-0 Bears. Bears football action presented by Appalachian Wireless.
Daniel Phillips is on to kick for the Bears. Back deep for Bethel. Jacoby Reddick and Brandon Moore. And here we go, Joe.
End over end kick over towards the sideline. Brought down at the 8. Over the 15. There's a nice block over the 25 to 30. Oh, this is trouble. Outside the 40, 45. Gets past the kicker. Inside the 30. Inside the 20. And tight roping the sideline. Brought down near the 15-yard line. And Bethel has a short porch.
Sean Cook grabbed him by the ankles, Joe. Brought him down just to make sure Cedric Thomas was there. He had 2 interceptions last week. And so Bethel already in the red zone here to start this drive with 11:50 to play.
Their defense stiffened when it was a first and goal at the 2 after giving up a 66-yard pass play. And let's see now if the Bears defense, because of poor special teams, can hold Bethel at least to 3. First and 10 at the ball at the 15-yard line. Sam Castanova is the quarterback. Man in motion, read option. There's the give. Trying to cut up a seam that time and getting about 3 yards. Will be the running back. It's going to be Deontay Tate. Tate 153 yards 2 weeks ago against Reinhardt.
2nd and 7. Ball is at the 12-yard line.
2 right, single receiver left.
And an empty backfield.
A full or tight end behind the right guard. Man in motion. Here comes the quarterback keeper, and that's going to be the Wildcat that time, and getting down to about the 9. And then the Wildcat was Avonta Davis. 3rd down coming up now for the Wildcats. Ball at the 9. They need the 5 for the 1st down. Somebody better cover this inside slot receiver. Back to pass. They're going to go screen to right side. They got a 1st down and a touchdown. Lunging over the goal line is going to be Breon Melvin, and the Wildcats have taken the lead 6-3, 10:40 to go in the quarter.
John, I don't want to cause you any difficulties here or anything, but isn't every play they run the Wildcat offense?
Yeah, I should say the purple attack. Should have said something. Here comes the extra point now by McCann Dalton, and the kick is up. It's through there, good. 10:40 to go in the quarter. Wildcats have the lead, 7-3. Bears football is presented by Appalachian Wireless.
Well, the lead was short-lived for the Bears as Bethel charges down the field on the kickoff return and scores on a short pass, and here comes the kick to give the ball back to UPIKE.
And a little miscommunication. Brought down at the 12 and brought down just shy of the 20-yard line. I think we're going to have some face mask action.
And it came from a long way away because the 2 officials standing right in front of it, they failed to pay attention to that. The tackle was by number 23, Joe, and let's see.
That's Darwin Kelly.
There we go. Face mask, and so that is going to give the Bears better field position here, 15 yards on that.
Glad to see Willie McLeod back in the lineup this week. It gives UPIKE a solid 1-2 combination, 1-2 punch. He's in the backfield behind Bowen Smith. 2 receivers far, single receiver to the near side. 1st down, 10 UPIKE. Ball on their own 34, trailing 7-3, 10:35 to go in the quarter. Read option. There's the handoff to Willie. Willie's going to cut up, and man, nothing there. He may have a yard up to the 35, and that's it.
Yeah, that's going to be about it. And Willie's not real happy with the way he was tackled there. And so he's having something to say. The official got in between there, did a good job officiating there. No flags thrown, just settle everybody else down, and it'll be 2nd down and 9. And a long 9, let me say.
Jeremy Bailu from that linebacker position really came up to meet him.
Braxton Whittemore goes to the other side, Joe, so now we have 3 at the wide side of the field.
Going to look over now at the play call. UPIKE with 2 timeouts remaining. They're going to flip the side there of Willie McLeod. Play clock's now at 7, 2nd and 9 from the 35. High snap, and it's going to be on the turf, and guess what? Wasted down in yardage. Ball at the 29-yard line. McLeod will recover. 3rd down coming up now for UPIKE.
To complicate the matter that it was a high snap, Joe, when it was batted, both Willie McLeod and Bo Smith went after it. And as a result of that, we had 2 guys going for it and knocked it down on the turf. And so now it's 3rd down and about 15.
3 receivers left, 1 receiver to the near side. 9:13 to go in a quarter, 7-3 Bethel. They're 1-0 on the year. The Bears are 1-1. Twins to each way is now Whitmore will flip. Play clock now is down to 2, down to 1. They get the play off. Nice protection. Smith deep down the field, and there should be pass interference, and you got to be kidding me. They said incidental contact between the defensive back that time, Rick. Demetro Gilbert tangled up with Anthony Brown.
Flag is on the field at the 44-yard line. Right in front of the Bears bench, but nobody seems to be paying any attention to it. So apparently the side judge, there it is, now holding on the defense. That'll help.
So 3rd down coming up, the ball at the 44, 3rd and 5. 8:56 to go in a quarter,
Actually,
7-3.
Joe, that's an automatic first.
Okay.
So the ball's
even better.
39-yard line. So, hey, look, you'll move those sticks any way you can. We're not proud.
Darian Leslie over there on the far side.
The only receiver on the tight side of the field, Joe, is Alexander Sheldon.
They got some action last week. McLeod, the running back. Read option, handoff, has a gaping hole over the 40, just shy of the 45-yard line. Nice job blocking there by the center and the right guard.
Gain of 5 on the play. Joe wasn't wrong. There was a gaping hole there. They did a good job of closing it up and holding it to 5 yards.
Wesley Neese, 6'2", 295, redshirt freshman, the center, the right guard. Justo Polanco, 6'3", 330, a junior.
Having more confusion, Joe, as X Willis started out and got out about the numbers and just turned around and came back because nobody was coming off the field.
Second down, 5, the ball at the 44-yard line. Twins each way, and there's a handoff late read by the quarterback, tackle for loss of 1, third down coming up now. I tell you, Rick, number 55 down there, Jack Pope, one of the leaders in the country in tackles and in TFLs, is really winning his matchup.
And a freshman, Joe. He's a freshman.
New lineman coming now in for UPIKE. That's going to be Trevette Bridges. So third down, long. Third down, 5. Ball at the 44-yard line. 7-3. Bears trailing. Play clock down to 5. Read option, handoff. Willie, he has the first down at the 49 up to around midfield. Again, nice blocking, Ricky B, on the right side of that interior line.
Sure was, Joe. A nice job of hitting the hole there for the Bears by Willie McLeod. And then once he got to the stick, that's when he hesitated, but he had the first down. That's good enough. And the ball's right at midfield at the 50-yard line with 7:21 to play on a moving first quarter clock.
3 left, 1 receiver right. Nice job by the Bears of moving the chains. And here comes the read option. There's the handoff to Willie, and hard-fought yard down to the Bethel 49-yard line.
He hesitated there, Joe. There wasn't a hole. And he didn't bounce it out. He just went right on with it. And so as a result, it'll be second down and 9 for the Bears.
I'd like to see UPIKE maybe take a shot down here, down the field here, maybe sucking in that Bears or Wildcats defense.
X Willis is in the backfield. He returns to the game.
6:38 to go in the quarter, 7-3. Bethel, 2nd and 9 from the Wildcats 49. 3 left, 1 receiver right. They nearly jumped. And here comes the handoff, and X nowhere to go. Maybe a gain of 1 down to the 48.
Yeah, he had the same experience there, Joe, that McLeod had before him. There was just no hole out there.
Elisha Hicks checking in now, center for UPIKE. They have depth on that offensive line.
Well, you don't see a lot of changes at the center position, do you?
Right.
Typically on.
But he's a veteran, though.
Yeah, middle of the series.
Third down, 8. Ball at the 48. Under 6 remaining in the quarter. See if UPIKE can convert on a third consecutive third down conversion. Play clock is under 10. Back to pass. Left side is going to be complete. Anthony Brown, first down.
And, Joe, that ball was in the air before Brown made his cut. He turned, had the ball right on him, managed to haul it in for the first down. Beautiful play that time for the Bears. The gain will be for 11 and down to the 37 where the Bears have first down.
Tell you, Bowen was rocky in that first game and didn't really play much in the second half, but he has came out with a ton of confidence here tonight. First down 10 from the Wildcats, 37, under 5.5 to go in the quarter, 7-3 Bethel. Anthony Brown down here to the bottom. There's the read option. Bowen's going to keep it himself, and inside the 35 and some positive yardage.
That was good. That was a good call on his part right there. He saw the hole open up in front of him. That's not where Willis was going. Nice job by Bo Smith there to make that call, Joe, and pick up half the yardage needed here to be 2nd and 5.
Ball at the Bethel 32. We'll make a point here in a second. 1 left, 2 right. Had a conversation with Coach Holland before the game. Back to pass, 1-on-1. Anthony Brown makes it inside the 5. First and goal for the Bears.
Beautiful catch and throw that time. Give Smith credit, as much credit as the receiver there, Brown, on that play, and it's going to be first and goal for the Bears.
He dropped it in there.
Yep.
I asked Coach Holland, I said, does both quarterbacks, I don't know their makeup, I said, are they mentally strong enough, to be able to handle sharing the job? And he said yes.
He told me that they go everywhere together.
Yes. First and goal at the 4.
28 yards on the game, Joe.
Offset, power eye, out of the gun. Dylan Wheatley's the fullback. Hand off to Willie. Up the gut, inside the 3, the 2, down to about the 1.5 yard line. Second down coming up.
I'll tell you what, somebody stood him up there, Joe, and I'm going to give credit to number 56, Anthony Patrick, a 6'1", 230-pound senior linebacker who stopped him cold in his tracks there to be second and goal at the 2.
Stephen Richardson, I believe, at the left tackle, big number 71, who's just checked into the game. Let's see if UPIKE will run on that side, also behind Bailey.
Offset eye, Joe.
Second to go at the 2 under center is Smith this time, and guess what? It's going to be second down and go now from the 7.
Whitmore jumped.
Man, I tell you what, first and second to go from the 2 has been the bugaboo for the UPIKE Bears so far.
You're right. Now that gives Bethel an opportunity to change a couple of the big boys up front.
3:50 to go in the quarter, 7-3 Bethel. Jordan Owens, number 80, checking back into the game with Exandre Willis. I ate lunch in Morgantown yesterday. Guess who was sitting to the table to my left?
Basketball coach.
No, Will Greer.
Was he?
Yeah, he's a nice guy. Power I formation, Wheatley and Willis dotting the I under center. Hand off to the second back through, making a cut from, it's supposed to went outside, cutting it up inside, but I think they lost a yard back to the 3 yard line. Third down and goal coming up.
It'll be third and goal from the 4.
No, he overheard me saying I had some appointments in the Westover area of Morgantown to move to. He looked at me and said, dude, I don't know who you are, but do not go to Westover.
Yeah, that'll happen.
Third down and goal from the 4.
By the way, Joe's playing injured here. He's got a bad finger day-to-day on the depth chart. But
1 left, 2 right. Play clock is under 8. Back to pass, slant, right side, jump ball, touchdown UPIKE. Ortiz Clark, I believe, with the touchdown.
Joe, I don't know the plays. I mean, obviously, I don't know what, I don't come to practice and that sort of thing. I thought he was going to throw behind Clark, and I thought he was going to keep moving. He got right to the perfect spot and stopped, and the ball was already in the air again. Great pass that time by Smith, and now, look, Joe, the Bears are back on top at 9-7 with the PAT pending.
I thought he was going to go slant inside, and he went fade outside. Here comes Chandler's PAT. It's up good. UPIKE ahead 10-7, 2:41 to go in the quarter. Bears football is presented by Appalachian Wireless.
Bears score to take the lead on the short pass to Clark, and now the kickoff comes.
And there's a high end-over-end kick, short variety at the 22, over the 25, breaking a tackle, the 30-35, over the 40 to about the 43-yard line. Special teams being a problem right now for UPIKE, and that was the kick return that time of Chris Witherspoon.
Joran Broadnax, Joe, came running from behind for the tackle. Nice play there, but they got up to the 44-yard line, Joe. That was one of those little pooch kickoffs that we had gotten away from, and I was thrilled about that. It's the first one of those we've seen this year.
Rick, reason why my finger screwed up for the first time in 21 years, I actually have a manual labor job. I'm rusty. First down, 10, the ball at the 44. And play action pass on both varieties. Deep vertical fly down the field. Caught inside the 10-yard line. First and goal, Bethel.
That's a beautiful pass. Let me give credit there. Breon Melvin on the reception. That's poor coverage right there. Cedric Thomas closed a step too late, Joe. If he'd have been a little bit earlier, he could have been there and maybe disrupted the pass.
That was two play action fakes that time on that play as well. First and goal, ball at the 7. And here comes a straight handoff and a nice tackle for loss in the backfield.
Broadnax again, Joe, on the tackle. Nice job, as you say, open field tackle.
Tate on the carry, second down coming up. Losing a yard, back to the 8. We got some good high school matchups this weekend. Pikeville, Painesville. It's going to be a good one. Yeah.
Sure is.
The commissioner of the Mid-South Conference, by the way, is in Pike Vegas here tonight.
Yeah, he is.
2 right, 1 left, second down, goal. The ball at the 8-yard line. Quarterback is for Bethel, and guess what? There's going to be a touchdown for Bethel. Tate.
Deontay Tate, sophomore, scored on his back, but that's all right. It's points anyway, and it's 13-10 now.
Sam Castanova taking them down the field. This is a shootout right now on this one.
Dalton McCann on to try the PAT after a 55-second drive, Joe.
Extra point up, and it's going to be no good. Hits the upright. 146 to go in the quarter. 13-10 Wildcats. Bears football is presented by Appalachian Wireless.
Well, Joe, the offense seems to have gotten it going here. Now we need the defense to step up. 13-10, and we still have a minute 46 to play in the opening period.
Well, it's both of them. Both offenses have really gashed the defense for big-time plays in this one. 55-second drive, like Rick Bentley said during the break. It's going to be a short kick coming up, received at the 18, over the 20, out to about the 25, and over to about the 33, 34-yard line. And that's going to be
Darius Gibson on that, Joe. First time I believe we've called his name this year, listed as a running back. Nice return by him.
He got a late touchdown last week.
Did he?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. That's I sent you out of the press box for assignment real quick last week. That's what happened there. All right, first down, 10. The ball at the 33-yard line. UPIKE, 4 of 6 passing, 109 yards and a touchdown already in this one. Jordan Owens out there beside of Darian Leslie. Owens is the slot. All right, back to pass. Smith, plenty of time. Safety valve. Exandre Willis hit. He's going to try to reverse the field. Can he pick up a block? He's got defenders from behind. He breaks it to the outside, and he ran 30 yards, it seemed like, to try to get back to the original line of scrimmage. That's the athleticism, the breakaway ability. He's going to lose one back to the 32. Second down and 11. That was the most electrifying 1-yard loss that you're ever going to see.
I like it.
1 minute remaining now in the first quarter. UPIKE trailing at 13-10. 3 up to the top, 1 to the bottom. Smith. And he's going to hand off to the running back. Nice hold pass to the outside over to 40. Exandre Willis, and they got him by the shoulder pads and the jersey, and he's going to have a first down up to around the 44-yard line, pick up a 12.
Nice run by X, his biggest gain of the day, Joe. 5 carries for 16 yards now. And how about Bowen Smith, Joe? 5 out of 7 in the air for 108 yards.
Under 50 to go now in the first quarter. UPIKE trailing 13-10. Ball to 44. 3 up to the top, 1 receiver to the bottom. And here's the read option, and what a nice hold, a 360
nice
spin move across midfield, down to the 49-yard line for Willie McLeod. That's a gain of 7.
Willie gained an extra 3 yards with that spin, Joe. That's nice.
He hit O on the Xbox. That's what it was.
If you say so. Not a video game.
I haven't played.
Not a video game guy, but we got 8 seconds here, and Joe, we're not going to get a playoff. The first quarter is going to come to an end with Bethel nursing a 13-10 lead. We'll be back in a minute. UPIKE football is presented by Appalachian Wireless. The Hamley Complex Bears are on top, or trailing, I should say, 13-10, but moving. Second down and 3 to start quarter number 2.
Ball at the 49-yard line of Bethel. 2 to the near side, 1 receiver up top. Bowen Smith, still your quarterback. He's going to hand off to X. X cuts it up the middle. It was designed to go outside, and he'll have another first down.
Great job that time by X to pick that first down up, Joe, as he continues a solid season. That tailback spot.
I tell you, our offensive line the last 2 weeks has really impressed me. In week 1, the rushing stats was inflated, I think, because of a couple big plays. But tonight and last week, they really stepped up.
Well, I'll make a point about that in just a minute, Joe.
Back to pass, Smith over the middle. It is complete. Whitmore breaks the tackle. He has a first down inside the 30-yard line. Braxton Whitmore.
Nice job by Whitmore, Joe. You know, he dropped 4 had 4 go through his hands in the first game, and they didn't throw to him last week.
Yeah.
You made that point on the air. They haven't even thrown his way. That was a nice catch there, and he was a little bit behind him on the play. My point I was going to make about the offensive line, Joe, you don't have 2 guys gain 100 yards in the same game if the offensive line isn't doing a phenomenal job up front. And that's what happened here last week.
First down 10, the ball at the 28-yard line. 2 to the near, 1 up top. 14 to go in the half, 13-10 your score. Read option, handoff McLeod, another hole. Or that's Willis, he's inside the 25, inside the 20, breaks out of a tackle. He's taking a guy for a piggyback right inside the 5, right down to about the 1-yard line. Gain of 27, baby, first down UPIKE.
It doesn't get any better than that, Joe. X kept the feet moving. That's what you got to do, and that's worked out well for him there. Got down to the 1-yard line. He comes out for a break, and it'll be first and goal for the Bears at the 1-yard line.
He's listening. He's listening. He's watching. But David Jones, I never saw him make a run like that, putting a guy on his piggyback. He's outran everyone.
You just like picking on him, don't you?
Yeah, I do. First and goal at the 1. Handoff. Willie, can he get in there? Touchdown, UPIKE. 13:28 to go in the half. UPIKE has a 3-point lead, pinning the extra point. Nice blocking by the tackle on the right guard.
Perfect call, Joe.
X, David, and I are tight. So I like to aggravate David. Whenever X does something good, I like to aggravate David.
So on for the PAT is
William Chandler.
William Chandler.
And we'll keep it right here after this extra point. And the kick is up, and it is right through Broadway and good. 13:28 to go in a half. We'll keep it right here. 17-13 your score. UPIKE with the lead. And Rick, what's your take so far in this one?
Well, my take is that one of the defenses is going to have to step up here, and that team's going to win. Because right now neither one of them are playing well. But the offenses, boy, they look like $1 million. And the Bears have that lead now, 17-13. And that missed PAT that we had on Bethel's last touchdown, Joe, that could be big by the time this game's over with. If these teams keep cracking out points like this, that extra point for the Bears is going to be a big one.
Teddy Painter and I will be in Columbia next week, next Saturday. UPIKE and Lindsey Wilson.
Hey, Joe, let me get this in here real quick while we got the chance. Chris Dublin, player got hurt last week, was taken by the ambulance out of here. It is down on the field today in his jersey, but no pads. He won't play for about 5 or 6 weeks. He's hurt, but he's able to come out here and support his team. They just want to make sure he's going to be okay.
So here comes UPIKE kicking off left to right. Across your radio dial, television sets, computer screens, whatever. High pooch kick. Taken at the 28. It's muffed, and they're going to have to fall on it across the 30-yard line.
So nice recovery there by number 4, Joe, and don't see a number 4 on my depth chart.
Robert Beckham.
There you go.
We're having to really dig this week for the numbers.
Yeah, I see them here for us, but I can't get to both of them, so I chose to go with ours.
Man, I tell you what, it's hot in this press box.
You know, Joe, I agree with you, and I was feeling sorry for myself, and then I saw Pikey here, and so I'm not in that Pikey costume. I'm good.
First down, 10, the ball at the 33-yard line. Man in motion. There's the give to handoff, and what a hole here over the 40, breaking out of a tackle, getting across the 45 is Tate, and he's still not going down until he makes it to right around midfield. 1st and 10 for the Cats.
Number 38, Josh Green, had him by the ankle, Joe, before he got to the first down marker. Couldn't bring him in down to the 50-yard line. So first down for Bethel as we continue this pattern of the offenses dominating the defense.
Gain of 16 yards. Castanova's the quarterback. Tate, the running back. You have 2 receivers to the right, single receiver to the left.
Joe Casanova is only 2 out of 2 in the air.
1st and 10 from the 49-yard line. There's
Wildcat.
Tate on the Wildcat. He's going to spin out of a move, and that's a nice loss on the play. Back to the 46-yard line. Loss of 3.5.
We'll take that every time as the Tate in that Wildcat formation. And clock continues to move. 12:40 to play here in the half. Bears leading 17-13, but Bethel is in the midfield range right now.
Trip receivers now down here to the left. UPIKE nearly jumped off sides. They got back. Play clock is under 10 now. Second down, 13 from the 46. Handoff, play action pass over the middle, low throw. It's complete, breaking out of a tackle, getting down to the 49 to near the 46-yard line of UPIKE. Nice play there by Antonio Wright.
Nice play by Wright. So the third pass, and they're all completions for Castronova, but only 3 to this point. It's them in manageable range here at 3rd and 5.
Under 12 to go in the first half, 17-13. UPIKE with a 4-point lead. Man in motion. Let's see if they run that way. They're going to roll out the quarterback. Casanova throw. It is going to be complete, and it's going to be caught there for the first down by Melvin.
Hold up. That's not going to be a first down.
They said he was out of bounds about a quarter of an inch shy of the stick.
It depends on which side of his heel they go by if it's a first down or not. But that's not a first down. And they're going to want to measure. He went out of bounds right at the stick. Now they're going to say first down. Wow.
Right at the stick, right at the 36-yard line, or the 41. Boss in the house, Kelly Wells.
That's some bad officiating right there, Joe.
2 receivers to the near side. 1st and 10 from the 41 of the Bears. Casanova, plenty of time, throws it up top. It's complete, keeping his knee off the turf inside the 35 to about the 33-yard line for Bethel. Again, that's going to be Melvin. They do such an excellent job when they make a catch of just keeping their hands on the turf, keeping the knee off the ground. 1st down and 10. Ball to 30. Here comes the read option. There's the handoff. No, the quarterback's going to keep it himself, Casanova, and he's going to pick up about 9.5 yards.
Just too easy, Joe. Tackled by number 38, Josh Green.
I mean, they're picking up 9-10 yards a pop right now on 1st down.
Got a little help from Cook.
2nd down, less than a yard from the 21 of UPIKE. Casanova on the dime. It's going to be complete. Melvin shakes off a couple tackles down that sideline, dives over the end zone. Touchdown, UPIKE. Poor tackling. Poor tackling.
And now Sean Cook, the second, is down at about the 15-yard line, Joe. And here come the training staff. He's getting up now, but he's holding that left shoulder.
Defense, I tell you, getting thin at some spots.
And now they're going to delay the game here. As Bethel's back on top 19-17, and the trainer's coming out to see if Cook's going to be okay.
T. Brown out for the year. Bradley Cleveland still out.
Yep.
Dublin out. So the defense getting thin at some areas.
Yep.
So Sean Cook the second. Don't know if it's his wrist or maybe his shoulder got a stinger or something.
I think it's the shoulder, but I'm not 100% sure.
Dalton is on for the PAT. He missed the last one. Yeah, you're right, Rick. It's shoulder, the forearm area. Yeah, more towards the shoulder.
So on to try the PAT is Dalton McCann, a freshman.
Hold is down, the kick is up, and it's through there good. 10:50 to go in the half, 20-17. Bethel, it's Bears football presented by Appalachian Wireless.
On to kick is Chandler Street as Bethel is taking the lead at 20-17. Kick is fielded at about the 11-yard line, coming over to the right side across the 20. Still untouched, 25-30. Cut up field and out of bounds at about the 36, maybe the 37-yard line. They're going to mark it at the 38. Nice return for the Bears by number 22. That would be our friend Shannon Cozart. So good field position for the guys in black.
Hey, let me ask you a question.
Go ahead,
shouldn't
brother.
say this on the air. What's your plans for Saturday?
For Saturday?
Yes.
I don't know. That depends on my plans for tomorrow, how well they go. Tomorrow is there's a birthday in the family.
I got something for you Saturday.
Have you?
Yeah. Reds game?
Oh, yeah, I can't do that.
All right. Well, I'm going to start choosing friends that can do some stuff.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I know what you mean.
Yeah. First down and 10, the ball at the 38-yard
Hey,
line.
believe it or not, I went up there by myself one game this year.
I do it all the time. One-on-one to Ortiz Clark. Oh, I thought he was going to make a miraculous catch in front of us. Nice coverage there by Bethel's, the Metro Gilberts.
He's a sophomore. Nice coverage, as Joe said. 2nd and 10. I like that. Start out going long, especially to him. By the way, the last touchdown for Bethel, Breon Melvin, he has 4 catches for 84 yards and 2 touchdowns.
But again, Bowen Smith put that one on a dime, only where his wide receiver could catch it.
2 catches for 70 so far for Clark.
2 left, 1 right, 10:39 to go and a half, 20-17 Bethel. 2nd down, 10 UPIKE from the 38. Darian Leslie now in motion. They overload the left side. There's the handoff. They're coming to the near side. Willie McLeod breaks out of a tackle at the 42.
Nice.
He bounces one out across the 45, still on his feet. First down, UPIKE at the 49-yard line, gain of 11.
Nice running that time by McLeod, keeping those feet churning, dancing around there, still hitting the hole hard. First down at the 49 for the Bears.
We have seen some tough running, tough yak yards by both these teams tonight, running backs and wide receivers. Approaching 10 minutes remaining in the half. UPIKE down 3, 20-17. 1st and 10 from their own 49. 2 left, 1 right. William McLeod's the running back. Bowen Smith's your quarterback. He plays patty cake. He goes play action pass all day. 1-on-1. Darian Leslie.
Got him.
Oh, inside the 10. Get in there. Touchdown, Darian Leslie. His first career touchdown.
Big time for D. Leslie, Joe. He was the only receiver on this side. He did get by with a little push off there, but no flag on the play, and the Bears regain the lead here. Joe, we've played 20 minutes and 2 seconds of clock. It's 23-20. There's a lot of offense here as Chandler's on to try to give the Bears another point.
Boy, I tell you, Darian Leslie, we know what he can do on the basketball court. He was high-stepping, breaking tackles inside the 5. Chandler with the PAT. Holds down, the kick is up, and it's going to be good. 9:58 to go and a half. UPIKE 24, Bethel 20. It's a shootout at the OK Corral. Bears football presented by Appalachian Wireless. And there's the short pooch kick brought down at the 32. Up to get on this near sideline over the 35-yard line. They're trying to strip it and unable to do so. Nice special teams coverage there by UPIKE on the short pooch kick. The kickoff returner there was Antonio Wright.
Joe, that pass to Darian Leslie, the Mid-South Conference Basketball Player of the Year last year.
Yes.
51 yards for the score and giving the Bears the lead. Now we need the defense to step up.
What's Bowen got, over 175 yards passing?
Bowen is at 7 for 10 for 176 and 2 scores.
You know what he's doing? He's shutting us up. Last week, I know I was saying when Trevon Wolford was doing his second half heroics, I said, oh, the Bears got him a quarterback.
Well, you know, Joe,
Bowen Smith is shutting us up tonight.
Bowen, you know, probably saw that it's time for him to step up, and he's done it.
First down 10, the ball at the 37-yard line. They move prematurely. Here comes Tate, and grabbing him at the jersey is not going to get it done. That's a first down. 13 yards up to midfield. Now, I tell you what, I mean, my little 7-year-old can go out and grab a jersey, try to hug someone. They're going no huddle, first down 10 at midfield. Give it to Tate again. Let's see what he can do. Yep, and guess what? That time he got stood up, only a gain of 2 down to the 48.
And let's be honest, he didn't get to the 48. That's where they're going to mark him, but he didn't get there. Cook is back in there, Joe. He was in on that tackle, but I thought first contact went to Joe Fluker, the linebacker.
And he's no fluke.
No, he's not.
Second down and 8, the ball at the 48-yard line. And here comes the running back. That's right. He's got a first down. He's gone inside the 25, inside the 20. He bypasses the man 10 to 5, and we have another lead change. Antonio Wright, 48 yards out. And the scoreboard is getting a workout here at Hillard Howard Field tonight.
That was Wright's first carry of the game, Joe. He went to the house.
He's a wide receiver receiving the football that time. The first one to 60 may win this game. McCann Dalton with the point after it's up. It's through there. 9:03 remaining in the half. Bethel 27, UPIKE 24. Bears football is presented by Appalachian Wireless.
Well, the ping pong is in Bethel's favor now. They're on top 27-24 with 9:03 to play in the first half, and they're kicking it off to the Bears.
And here comes a high end-over-end deep kick brought down near the 10, setting up a wedge on this near side. across the 20, 25, 30, and out of bounds. Running out of real estate just a little bit that time for UPIKE was Brian Mitchell.
And Jacoby Griffin, the freshman, Joe, nice job on that tackle to keep him from going down because he was the last guy. He was the last line of defense there.
Yes, he was.
Even the kicker wasn't back.
First down and 10.
Oh, they said he stepped out of bounds well before all that anyway.
Well, I got a guy going to the Reds. Biscuits, James McCoy's going to go with me. Now, he helped me when I moved to Williamson to carry a piece of furniture, and about gave both of us a hernia, a triple hernia, so he deserves the Reds tickets. First down 10, the ball at the 26-yard line.
I know Biscuit. He deserves them anyway.
There was some movement up front, and there's the handoff to Exandre Willis. He's out across the 35-yard line near a first down. No flags.
He's reaching for it. I don't know if he got there. Yep, they're saying it's first down.
We have seen some big plays tonight on first down, 9, 10, 15 yards.
Is it just me, or if you get close to the sticks, it's a first down? They're not looking, they're not measuring.
It's humid.
9.5, go for it, baby.
They moved again.
Yep.
There's the offside. Here's a free play, one-on-one coverage. Ortiz Clark was held. Incomplete, but it's going to be now 1st and 5 at the 41. Rick, yes or no? NFL, is it going to turn you on this week?
Nope. I figured, Joe, that I'll watch the Big Blue on Saturday evening.
Here's the thing, all right?
Yep.
If I want to watch or talk about politics, it's CNN or Fox, whatever side of the line I'm on. I don't care about the kneeling. I don't care about all that. I just want football. That's all I want. I'm sick of it. First down and 5 at the 41.
Twins both ways. And X is in the backfield.
Man in motion. You'll have trips. Braxton Whitmore, tight end, is out there now.
1st and 5 after the penalty.
High snap. Bowen Smith corrals it. He's going to throw on the run and just overthrows his intended target. 2nd down and 5. Too much biscuit that time. Too much oomph.
83, the intended target there. That's Sheldon. And he was giving it his best. But he just couldn't get there.
He had to have 3.7 speed that time. 2nd and 5, the ball to 41. 1 left, 2 right. Bowen Smith, still your quarterback. We got a shootout here at the Hamley tonight. Play clock is now down to 5. Now down to 3. They get the play off. There's the handoff. X cuts it up. He has a first down. And let's see, it's going to be coming back because there's a holding call at around the 45-yard line.
So he'll get credit for 4 yards, and then the hold will take it back to the 35-ish. And so he picked up first down yardage, but he just won't get credit for it all.
What's that going to be, 2nd and 11? We haven't seen a lot of those penalties now. We saw 26 last week.
Yeah. But that's a costly one right there.
Rick, I tell you, a young man is going to get recognized in the end zone between the 3rd and 4th quarters. Dustin Ferguson, the young man who's been battling serious health issues. He was supposed to be in our pregame ball presenter, but he had to go to Morgantown today for a doctor's visit, and he's going to get a little bit of recognition between 3rd and 4th quarters today. I like to thank Kelly Wells and Al Holland Jr. for that.
It's a good deal.
His family, they're en route from Morgantown to the ball game.
A lot of prayers for that young man. Went up.
2nd down, 10, the ball at the 36-yard line. 1 left, 3 right. Back to pass. Nice pocket. Throw is going to be a little high of Anthony Brown. Yeah. He could have brought it in, however, failed to do so. 3rd down coming up.
You ask Anthony Brown in the cafeteria tomorrow,
Joe. You should have called it.
He's going to tell you should have hauled that one in.
Yes.
3rd and 10 now for the Bears. 7:59 to play here in the first half. Bears are trailing Bethel 27-24. And, yes, there's 7:59 to go in the first half.
Brandon McLeod is up there now on an island of his own, the only receiver up there.
That's Shelton, Joe.
Or Shelton, excuse me.
Yeah. I looked, too, because McLeod's in my class, so he's in my program.
Those jerseys tough to see tonight. Back to pass Smith. He's going to sidestep. He stays on his feet. And he just ran into a sack, and guess what? There's a fumble, and it's lost, and Bethel has the football. He ran into that one.
The sack goes to number 33, Joe, who is not on the depth chart.
Jacob Ward came up with the fumble recovery.
Nice job by Ward, and Bowen Smith is down.
He took a shot.
He sure did.
And Al Holland Jr. immediately out there checking on his quarterback. Let's take a break in the action. 7:51 to go in a half. 27-24 Bethel. Bears football is presented by Appalachian Wireless.
He got hit from behind.
Yeah.
And you don't want to, that could ring that bell, shake that neck, and you're dealing with concussion issues, and you don't want that.
Yeah, he ran right into that. That was the blind side, and that's like a train wreck.
28-yard line for Bethel of UPIKE here to start this drive.
First down 10, the ball to 28. Bunch formation rolling out. Casanova throws a sidearm. Incomplete. Second down coming up. Nice heat there for UPIKE's number 15. That was Andre Williams.
Devontae Jimenez was the intended target there.
7:46 going a half. 27-24 Bethel. They can extend this lead.
He goes out as Antonio Wright, a 5'8", 156 freshman, is in the slot now for the Wildcats on the left side.
Castanova looks.
He's the guy.
It's going to be complete to Wright. Wright breaks out of a tackle. He's inside the 10. Down that far sideline 5. They push him out. And let's see. He's going to be out at around the 1 to 2 yard line. Man, we can't bring him down.
Struggling to tackle.
Or they marked him out at the 8.
Yep, that's where he is. But I'll tell you what, Joe, at 8, 2, 1, I mean, at this point, it hadn't really mattered. Bears haven't been able to bring them down. Lots of contact, but you don't get credit for contact. You got to tackle them.
First and goal at the 8. Tate, lone setback behind Castanova. Quarterback's going to keep it himself. He's going to try to turn the corner, unable to do so. Only a gain of 2 down to the 6.
Sean Cook on the leg sweep takedown that time, Joe, to bring him down to the 6-yard line. It'll be second and goal.
I say we'll maybe see Wolford back in at the quarterback, not because of the turnover, but because getting his bell rung was Bowen Smith.
Yeah, they'll have to check him out.
Second and goal at the 6. By the way, I bought Kentucky Wildcat football tickets last week. 50-yard line, 10 rows up, $15. That's how empty it was. Man in motion. Here comes the sweep. Turning it up inside the 5. Now towards the goal line. Touchdown, Bethel. Another touchdown. And this time on the jet sweep for the Wildcats, that's going to be Jacoby Reddick. Man. They cash it in. They made the Bears pay points off the turnover. McCann Dalton now for the extra point. Right-footed kicker. Holds down. Kick is up. It's through there. 6:36 to go in a half. Bears trailing by 10. 34-24. UPIKE Bears football action is presented by Appalachian Wireless. Here comes the Bethel Wildcats kicking it off right to left. They're 1-0 on the season. They defeated Reinhardt a couple weeks ago. High end over end kick brought down inside the 10. Out across the 10, the 15, the 20, and ran out of bounds at about the 22-yard line. And there's going to be a late hit and tack on 15 extra yards.
Gibson on the return for the Bears. Doing a nice job. And as you say, Joe, will always take those extra 15 anytime they want to give them.
Got to score here.
6.5 to play here. Bears down by 10 for the first time. So they'll put it at the 38-yard line.
Josh Irvin also out this week. He sprained his ankle late in that game last week. And Josh Irvin on the defense, he's out this week as well. So UPIKE, they're banged up on that side of the football. Trevon Wolford.
Yep, here we go.
First and 10 to 38, 2 left, 1 right.
And earlier for one play, he had a carry for short yardage.
It's a 4-man front. Wolford, read option, hands off. Willie McLeod, they got a piece of his face mask. They never caught it. He's across the 45. He'll pick up about 8 yards.
How does the head linesman miss that? He's running right with him. How do you, and Willie's asking the umpire now, how do you guys miss that? And now we've got an official timeout. and they're going to go over to the Bethel sideline and talk to an irate coach.
Well, you know what? The irate coach should be on this near sideline because someone got a piece of the face mask.
Apparently he saw he perceived that one of the Bears did something incorrect as well, so we'll see. 2nd and a yard for the Bears. McLeod remains in the backfield.
Let's see if they go to Ortiz Clark on this down. This is a nice go deep.
Yeah, and from the 47, it's good field position for that.
Because unless you lose yardage here, it could be 4-down territory. Now the Wildcats coming over to the near side, and he's going to say, let's go back to action.
Can we get around to play in here? There we go.
2nd down 1, the ball at the 47-yard line. Let's see if the Bears will go for the home run ball here, trailing by 10, 34-24. And here comes the give that time to the running back, and Willie McLeod just spinning around to Rosie, ring around to Rosie, nothing there. Maybe pick up about a half, 3rd down coming up. And they're going to move the chains. They said he picked up the 1st down.
I told you, Joe, if you get in the vicinity of the chain, you're rattling them. They're not measuring. They're not looking.
That's how they speed up the pace of play.
Well, another way to speed up the pace of play is not have the referee lollygag over to talk to the coach on the far side of the field.
5:35 to go now in the first half. Play clock's down to 3. They're going to have to probably burn a timeout. It's down to 2. It's down to 1. And they get the play off. Here comes quarterback. Wolfer's going to keep it himself. He's inside the Bethel 45-yard line. That's going to be about 9-10 yards. And don't be surprised if they just rattle the chains here. He's short. Let's see what they're going to do.
No, they're going to say 1st down. Move them.
I'm not complaining.
Yep, there they go.
And to be honest with you, UPIKE got away with the delay of game. Willis now, the running back. 1st down, 10. Ball at the Bethel 42. 5 to go in a half, trailing 34-24. Wolford, the quarterback. Read option. Hands off to X. Hicks is going to get up to down near the 41-yard line. He was going to go down for a loss on the play.
Joe, it's just been brought to my attention here.
Yes, sir.
That you're somewhat of a media celebrity at this point in your life.
How's that?
And the Williamson Daily News recently ran a story, longtime broadcaster Joe Kenzu to call final game. Now, my question is, if that's the case, why are you calling this game? So have you retired or haven't you, Joe? Which is it?
I'm 95% there, okay?
Okay.
2nd down, 9, the ball at the 41. Back to pass, Wolford. He's being flushed. He's going to tuck it. He's going to run. He's going to get down to about the 36, 3rd down coming up.
For those people who don't know, Joe and I are more like brothers than broadcast partners, so don't think that we're saying anything serious up here.
Yeah. I told Jared my last game would probably be Friday, the Logan game, and then I talked to my new employer, talked to Teddy Painter in EKB, my old employer. I still got maybe 2 weeks left.
There you go.
Yeah, 3rd down, 4, the ball at the 36-yard line. I'll be here for the Warner game.
All right. And you're going somewhere because of a Mexican restaurant. And you may broadcast that game too.
Bluefield because of the Mexican restaurant. Right. Here comes the blitz. Handoff. McLeod nowhere to go. He's going to lose yardage back to the 41. 4th down. I think it's 4-down territory.
Lost of 5 on the play. Man.
Got some pushing and shoving going on.
Yeah, we need to knock that off. We're already down 10, and it's already 3rd down and 9. 4th down and 9, I should say.
Bunny unit coming on. Maybe this might be a fake. William Chandler threw a quack in game 1 on a fake, and it was called back because of a penalty.
Yeah, it was a completed pass, and he got chewed out. Nope. Look at this, Joe.
And here comes the kick. It's a line drive, and it's going to go into the end zone for the touchback. So 2:38 remaining in the half. UPIKE down already by 10, 34-24. The Wildcats have all 3 timeouts remaining, and the defense got a hold here.
Yeah, I agree. And 2:38 is plenty of time for them to get down the field. You fine.
Whoever turned on the lights, I love it.
Yep. That was my potential halftime guest, Director of Athletics, Kelly Wells.
Kelly, I'll take a pizza, and
You're going to get a break is what you're going to get.
I'm going to go outside where it's about 20 degrees cooler. First down 10 now for Bethel. The ball at the 20. Castanova, the quarterback. 3 receivers up top. Tate's the single setback. Screen pass is going to be complete. And how in the world are they breaking out of this across the 30, 35, 40 time rope to the sideline? He dropped that ball out of bounds, but a first down. I mean, it was like splitting the Bear Sea up top.
41 yards on a play that ends by dropping the ball out of bounds. Gained 21 yards on that.
He's like, holy smokes, Batman. I can't believe I'm. Yeah, he should have been tackled back at the line of scrimmage.
Yep.
And here comes Castanova. Fakes the play action pass. Hands off to Tate. Tate gets across the 45 to the 46. Gain of 5. 2:10 to go in a half. And the Bears have a 34-24 deficit.
First contact by Curtis Brown. A guy I pick on a little too much in class probably, but that's all right. He can take it.
Got a tight end blocking down here to the bottom. Play action pass hit as he throws. It's up in the air. Incomplete. Third down coming up. On the heat that time.
Broadnax, wasn't it?
For UPIKE. Do what now?
Was it 25 Broadnax?
Yeah.
Yep. Good.
And Ivan Sledge was on the play as well. No related to Percy. Third down 5. Ball to 46. Back to pass. Rolling out to this near sideline. And a diving catch. But it's going to be fourth down as the pass was complete to number 82. That's going to be Prather. On the tackle for the Bears was Cedric Thomas. He had 2 picks last week.
4th and 2, Joe. They're going to go for it, but why not?
Yeah. 1:25 remaining in the half. Need a stop here for nice field position. Or they're going to try to draw them off sides. They are going to go for it. There's the handoff to Tate. Tate breaks it on the tackle. No gain on the play. The Bears hold. And the gamble, hopefully, will come back to haunt Bethel. 75 ticks to go in a half, and UPIKE has 2 timeouts remaining.
Broadnax got up from the bottom of that pile, Joe. Curtis Brown from the top. And the Bears get the ball back just across the midfield stripe into Bethel territory at the 49.
Their coach is saying, okay, you guys can't stop us on offense all night long. And guess what? My defense starting to stiffen up a little bit. Bowen Smith back now in the gun.
Good to see Bowen back in the game. And X Willis in the backfield.
They need 49 yards within 75 seconds to cut this deficit. 2 left, 1 right. Smith, read option, hands off. Here comes X. Near sideline, and boy, that hole closed quickly at around the 46.
So he'll get credit for 2. They're going to mark him at the 47. And with the 1:02 to play, the clock continues to spin. Under a minute now.
David Miller on the tackle.
Didn't you work with a guy named David Miller?
Yes.
I thought so.
He gave me my start.
Thought so.
Second down 8, the ball at the 47-yard line.
See, I know about your history, Joe.
You read that article today.
No,
Smith over the middle. Oh, overthrew Braxton Whitmore. Bowen wish he had that one back. Third down.
I used to listen to him do sports.
Did you?
Yeah, sure did.
Class act.
Yeah, seemed like a good guy.
He came from Illinois. I got freaked out. I said, David, is there a misquote in the Lexington paper? 1-9, and these teams at Kentucky are making the playoffs. He said, no, Joe, I'll explain it to you. First coach I ever interviewed was Jim Matney at Sheldon Clark. Third down and 8, ball at the Bears 47,
Gibson
or Bethel 47.
Sorry, Joe, Gibson in the backfield.
Back to pass, all day to throw. Everyone covered. Here comes the heat. Throws it up, and it's going to be batted away. Incomplete. Fourth down with 33.5 seconds remaining. I'd go for it.
Well, I would too. But what I would have done there is probably run for it, and that way if you don't pick it up, clock runs out.
UPIKE trying to go to 2-1 on the season. Timeout on the field. We'll keep it here. 33.5 seconds remaining in the first half. One timeout remaining for UPIKE, 34-24. And I tell you, nice attendance again here tonight on a Thursday night.
Yeah, it's good attendance, and we've got good attendance on, for instance, Pike TV, Joe. Have a lot of people checking us out. So we're in good shape here. By the way, Joe, right in front of us here in the press box, walking down that way, Bill Bayard. Bill was honored today at opening convocation, Joe. He's retired from our board after being on it for 40 years or so, and we named it a service award in his behalf, and he was the first recipient. So
congratulations 40 years serving on the board.
And he was our softball coach for a while, too.
Yeah, just tell like it is.
The transition from slow pitch to fast pitch was that was the lead.
I'm not saying because UPIKE, but I've known there's a lot of boards out there. Okay.
Yeah.
Minority of the people do the work. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The majority just like I'm on the board. You know what I mean? But hats off to him. 4th down and 8. Ball to Bethel 47. 33.5 seconds remaining in the first half. 2 receivers each way.
X's in the backfield, Joe.
Bowen Smith claps his hands. Back to pass. Rolls out to the far sideline. Squares his shoulders. Got a man out there. 1-on-1. Incomplete inside the 5. And Bethel will take over with 25.5 seconds remaining.
The safety valve, Joe, Willis, was dead open. And they just chose to get a little greedy, try to throw it downfield. And as a result, now Bethel gets it back with 25.5 seconds to go in a 10-point lead.
58 combined points so far here in the first half.
And it's been a while since somebody scored.
A Bethel score here can really give themselves an advantage.
And they get the ball to start the second half.
Here comes Castanova. He looks to throw all day, squares his shoulders, and he's going to overthrow his intended target. Second down with 18.5 seconds remaining. Receiver was out there.
82 is that number.
Prather.
Yeah. So when we get to halftime, Joe, we'll take a quick break, and Kelly Wells will join us here on the stations of EKB, and then you can step out and catch your breath, and then when you come back, I'll do that.
1 left, 3 right. Castanova back to pass. Rolling out far sideline. Throws complete. I think it's going to be out of bounds. It is with 12.6 seconds. 3rd down 10 coming up. Ball for Bethel on their own 47.
If they don't run here, Joe, on 3rd down, we might get the ball back.
And then if they do punt on 4th down, I bring the kitchen sink.
Yeah.
All right, here we go now. 3rd down and 10. Ball at the 47-yard line. Man in motion. Castanova's going to hand off to Tate. Tate turns the corner. Here we go. Inside the 45, inside the 40. He has a first down to about the 38. Clock stops momentarily. 5.2 seconds. They will probably take a timeout. And we'll keep it right here. They're out of timeouts with 5.2, so now you just don't want to get beat deep, Ricky B.
Yeah, that's what you got to hope for here, but now they're easily within throwing distance of the end zone with 5.2 seconds to go, and you can take a couple shots in that length of time.
So coming up at the half, Kelly Wells, athletic director, men's basketball coach, will be here. Teddy Painter will be up here as well. I'm making Teddy earn his money tonight. Humidity, it's probably cooled off outside the press box, but in the press box.
1,000% in here right now. No question about it.
Next week, Teddy and I will be in Columbia. Lindsey Wilson.
Joe.
Yes.
75% humidity in Pikeville right now.
Oh, heck, it's 105% humidity in the press box.
It is. So here we go.
1st down 10, the ball at the Bears 38. They move take it back to the 43.
Joe, I heard this call on a football game earlier last weekend. He said offsides on the offense, everybody except the center, and that's what happened right there. Everybody except the center moved. So you could judge, were the other 10 guys wrong or was the center wrong? I'll let you make that call for yourself.
All right, ball back to 43 down in the distance don't mean a thing. The yard line and the time does. Castanova looking. Rolls out. Throws it towards the end zone. It's a jump ball situation. It's a tip drill. Incomplete, and time has expired. What a wild one. First 30 minutes of action here at the Hamley Hillard Howard Field. Nice attended crowd here for the final Thursday night home game of the season. Scoreboard reads at the half. The Bethel Wildcats 34, your UPIKE Bears 24. We'll return with Rick Bentley and Athletic Director Kelly Wells after this break. This is Bears football presented by Appalachian Wireless. Welcome back to EKB and also Pike TV. As second half action get ready to get underway, Bethel leading UPIKE 34-24 on the road next week for the first time in Columbia, as UPIKE will take on Lindsey Wilson. And then 2 weeks, then the week after that on a Saturday, back here at home to take on Warner out of Florida. So that's the action of the next couple of weeks for UPIKE. Hitting the road to end the month of September, almost in Alabama, right on the Georgia-Alabama line at Point. The month of October, home dates on the 6th against St. Andrews, a week off. October 20th, home against Union. Then October the 27th at number 2 Reinhardt in Waleska. That's north of Marietta. November the 3rd on the road at Mitchell Stadium, taking on Bluefield.
Whoa, hold up. North of Marietta, but close enough for the Marietta Diner? That's my question to you.
Well, if you want to go about 35 miles or so.
Joe, if you're within 30 miles of the Marietta Diner.
Yeah, you gotta go. All right, and November the 10th, home against St. Andrews. I'm going to tell you something, all right? I know you don't.
Tell me something.
I know you don't travel for football, but you are a team player.
Yes.
If Teddy Painter in the years to come, if he's still a sports director, I'm just going to let you know, okay? Say no. Unless they build a press box, do not do it. Because last year I climbed a scaffold. It was hazardous. I got there's no table. I had to sit down like on artificial carpet like you put on your porch. And I got sunburned.
What are you talking about?
St. Andrews.
Oh.
Never go to St. Andrews and broadcast.
I got you. I can do that. All right, Bears are ready to kick off. They're going to kick right to left on your radio screen, computer screen, your TV monitor.
You want your chair back?
No.
Okay, I got to sit down for a little bit. Here we go. Right to left across your screen. High end over end kick. Short variety. Brought down at the 21. Near sideline. Over the 30, 35 down the sideline. High step in the 40 to 45. Dragging defenders across midfield and poor special teams coverage again for UPIKE.
Joe, forget about special teams. The tackling has been an issue today for the Bears.
Yes, it has. Davius Prather on the return. And you need to stop here. If not, you're going to go down 3 possessions. And you're giving Bethel only 50 yards to work with. I mean, they are averaging 11 yards a pop in this game.
Better watch that pointer finger that you're swinging around there, brother.
I've swung it around a couple times. 2 left, 1 right. 2 backs in the backfield. They fake it to one, they fake it to the other. They're going to go for the home run ball. It's wide open again. And dropped inside the 10-yard line. That's Melvin. Brim Melvin. That's the double play action pass.
Melvin has had a pretty solid day.
Yes, he has.
Here for the Bears. Just dropped that one and he turned around and pointed. He's 4 catches for 84 yards and 2 scores so far. I thought that was a good call right there, Joe.
Yeah.
Why not start the second half by trying to go long?
Twins each way. Bears showing blitz. 2nd and 10 from midfield. 34-24. Tate, the running back. Play clock is down to 8. Screen pass up top. Little shake and bake. There's 1 missed tackle. 2 missed tackles. Off to the races inside the 20. 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Bethel. poor tackling Davius Prather on the reception on the screen pass.
John, I don't want to be disrespectful to Bethel because they're putting up the points here. They got 40, and we're 30 seconds in the second half.
Yes.
But the Bears aren't tackling. That's all there is to it. Let's just be honest about it. Now, Bethel's taking advantage of it, and tip your cap to them.
And my opinion is if UPIKE wants to stay around in this game, it's a must-score next possession. And here comes McCann's kick. Up there and good. 14:32 to go in the third. The Bears trailing up 41-24. Bears football is presented by Appalachian Wireless.
(41-24) after the quick score for Bethel. Only 28 seconds into the second half. The Bears are going to receive the kick.
Castronova, their quarterback, 10 of 16, 157 through the air, 3 touchdowns. Kick brought down at the 11, across the 20, and what a hit. Met there by Bethel's number 80, Braden Simmons.
Joe?
Yes, sir.
You call those horseman hits. And I know you like to say that about our guys, but that's a stick right there.
I was going to ask you, who is going to join the Horseman Club tonight for the Bears?
That guy just did from Bethel. 22-yard line where the Bears will start. They're going to come from the sideline and go straight to the line of scrimmage. Bowen Smith is coming out, and X Willis will be his tailback.
This is must score for UPIKE, in my opinion.
One wide to the wide side of one out to the wide side of the field, Joe.
First down 10, the ball at the 22-yard line, trailing 41-24. Back to pass, short, through the hands of Clark, incomplete.
Yeah, just like it happened for Bethel a minute ago, Joe. That was just through the hands and dropped. 41-24, Bears trailing, 14-23 to play in the third quarter.
2 left, 1 right. They're looking over to the sideline now for play call. Ricky's out of the press box, man. It's still humid outside.
Shoot. I'll tell you how humid in a minute.
Play clock's down to 6. Smith, play action, is going to lob it up top. It's going to be incomplete. Try to go to Clark on that far sideline. Third down and 10. Darian Leslie now checking into the lineup.
I went out and spoke to Ty Compton, the men's basketball associate head coach. He looked at me and said, "Rick, you should have dried your hair when you got out of the shower." That's how hot it is out here, Joe. I look like I walked out of the shower.
Third down 10, the ball at the 22-yard line.
2 men wide to the wide side of the field and the tight end. Trips to the right, Joe. 1 man wide to the left, and that would be the conference basketball player of the year.
Darian Leslie already 1 catch, stepping up in the pocket. Hit as he throws. Got a man out there. And out, making the catch inside the Bethel 35-yard line. And that young man joining the Horseman Club for the Bears, that's going to be Alexander Shelton.
That was awesome catch right there, Joe. He stretched out as far as he could, left his feet, and hauled it in at the 32-yard line for the Bears. So big-time play that time.
How about for Bowen Smith? He hung in the pocket. He knew he was going to get lit up like a Christmas tree.
Smith, 8 out of 18. He's putting up some big numbers here.
First down and 10. The ball at the 32-yard line. 1 right, 2 right, 1 left. Anthony Brown down here at the bottom. Read option. Wolford on the keeper. Going to get down to the 30-yard line. Ball popped out, but after the play.
Looks like they're going to mark him inside the 30, so give him the 29. That pass, Joe, 47 yards.
Inside of 13.5 to go in the third. 41-24 Bethel.
Smith now, Joe, 8 of 18 for 223 and 2 touchdowns.
Read option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And ball's loose. And Bethel's, let's see, were they able to get it or not?
Doesn't look like it.
Ball's going to squirt ahead to the 25-yard line where the Bears will retrieve it. Third down coming up.
Recovered by 75. Thomas Spears, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. He's the right guard.
Third down 3 from the Bethel 25, 4 down territory.
Bears actually picked up a couple yards on that fumble, Joe. Not really supposed to be the case.
2 right, 1 left. Play clock is down to 3. Smith throws it, complete. First down, Bears. Breaking the tackles, Whitmore. 10-5. He's going to high hurdle. Defender gets hit. He's out and around the 2-yard line. First and goal for the Bears.
Nice job that time by Whitmore, Joe. And we got a flag, and they're going to call it back. So that big-time play that time by Whitmore to cover 23 yards is going to be wiped away, holding against the Bears.
The holding penalty, the flag is down to 29-yard line. This would.
Yeah, but it's behind the line of scrimmage, Joe, so it's from the line.
So at the 35-yard line.
Yep.
Now it's ball spotted. Third down long.
3rd and 13 now. X is in the backfield. X can catch a football, too. 2 men wide to either side, no tight end.
Third down 13, the ball at the Bethel 35-yard line.
Ball's pretty much right in the middle of the field here.
Still plenty of play clock left. Now it hits 10. It's down to 4 now. There's the snap. There's the straight handoff this time to the running back and getting about 4.5 yards. 4th down, and that might be the run play to Willis to set up 4th down.
Yeah, it is 4-down territory, which makes that a little more understandable. So
catch him off guard and get what you can on 3rd down.
Gain of about 5 on that carry by X. 4th and a long 8. Ball's at the 31-yard line.
2 right, 1 left. UPIKE.
3 right, Joe. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you are right. Smith in the gun. UPIKE needs to move the chains here. Smith back to pass, boy. And he's going to be dropped back at the 38-yard line. And the Wildcats stiffen, and they will take over on downs.
Number 99 on the sack. That's Keyshawn Brummett, the starting defensive tackle, a 6'2", 254 freshman. We got a delay, Joe, as we have an injured Wildcat on the field.
And Bowen Smith, he was slow. He's walking off under his own power, but he's off the field as well. 11-14 remaining. UPIKE down by 17. We'll return Bears football presented by Appalachian Wireless.
On the turf. Wildcats going to take over at the 38-yard line. They're going to help that young man up to his feet now, which is a good sign. Try to get an identity on him, number 42, Joe, for Bethel, and that would be Chris Beavers, a junior defensive end. So certainly hope he's going to be okay as he walks off on his own power, slowly, but he's making his way off the field with 11-14 to play. Bears trailing at 41-24. I believe, Joe, and I could be wrong, but I believe it's 21 straight points for Bethel since the Bears took the lead.
Yes, it is. Castronova, the quarterback, 3 touchdowns passing. Empty backfield. He's going to keep it himself across the 40 up to about the 44. There'll be a gain of 6.
Nice tackle there, Joe. First contact by Fluker. He got some help down there from Cole Kidwell. Make sure I get him in there as well.
2 receivers left, 1 receiver right. You have a running back on each side of Castronova, the quarterback. 2nd and 4 from the 44. And here comes the give, and there's a first down across midfield inside the 40. And bumbling his way down to about the 35-yard line. Good gain on the play there for the Bethel Wildcats.
Cedric Thomas got the contact to knock him off balance and bring him down at the 35-yard line.
They're going no huddle here. First down and 10, the ball at the 35. And play action pass. Castronova wide open. That's his 4th touchdown pass of this ball game. Bethel's blowing this one open. Derek Smith was wide open.
We got a flag on the play, so let's see. But, Joe, there wasn't a Bear at the 10 when he crossed the goal line.
We've seen that a lot of times tonight.
So let's see what our officials not ready to announce yet. Let's see. Apparently it's going to be against Bethel. They're bringing it back.
10:27 to go here in this 3rd frame. 41-24 Bethel. An eligible man downfield.
That's hard to do on that particular play, and Bethel's going to call a timeout.
We'll return. Bears football is presented by Appalachian Wireless.
So the Bears dodge a bullet on a long touchdown pass, and it gets called back because of an illegal man downfield. So we move back to the 40-yard line, 1st and 15, 10:27 to play in quarter number 3, and what's turning into a long football game here with 10:27 to go here at almost 9 o'clock. And Bethel will charge off the sideline and straight to the line of scrimmage.
Nice crowd here on hand for the 3rd and final Thursday night home game. Bunched up now, 2 receivers to the right. Castronova on the field, man in motion. And here comes the inside handoff, and Tate is going to be tackled forward 3 yards down to about the 37-yard line.
Brown finished him off for the Bears.
If Coach Allen had his way, every game would be on Thursday nights. They draw well. They draw better than Saturdays because you have really, nothing to butt up against you. 2nd down long, 2nd down 13, about the 38-yard line. They fake the hitch over the middle, wide open, complete. There's a 1st down, another broken tackle, 2 missed tackles. There's a spin move 2 times, another way down to about the 10-yard line. That's the 1st down for the Wildcats. That's going to be Prather. They're dissecting the Bears defense.
They got, if you're Bethel, what your coaching staff probably told you at halftime, Joe, just keep the legs moving.
1st down 10, the ball at the 11. There's a snap. There's the handoff. There's a spin move, another missed tackle, all the way down to about the 7.
And here's the thing, Joe. You think, well, if a guy misses tackle, get him out of there. Well, all right, that's fine, but who you putting in?
Yeah.
Because it's not one guy missing all these tackles.
It's everybody. Chris Witherspoon, the ball carrier. 9:18 to go in the 3rd. Bethel on top, 41-24, and they are trying to put on some more points.
Timeout, official timeout here. We've got an equipment issue, and they're going to bring a Bear off the field.
Hey, I know we've talked about Painesville Pikeville week, but I tell you about David Jones and the Phelps Hornets 2-0, and they haven't been scored upon yet.
Yeah.
Cracking the top 10 maybe.
You're not going to say anything bad about him? You're just going to say
they're doing a great job. 2nd down, the ball at the 7, 2nd down, 6. He's done a great job with that program.
You're not lying, brother.
He's one of my good friends.
Power eye here.
Castronova, play action screen pass, it's complete, little shake and bake, getting out of 1 tackle, getting out of 2 tackles, down to the 2, down to the 1-yard line. Man, it's just a broken freaking record all night long. That's Dominique Moore.
And that was not the power eye formation, that was the pistol formation. And now it's going to be 1st and goal from the 1-yard line.
Rick, I'm going to go out there and break a tackle.
I think you could. You might break another finger. But
yeah. Castronova in the gun. Tate, the lone setback. There's the handoff to him. Touchdown. They just made it easy. They're an extra point away from doubling up the Bears.
And let me say this, Joe, about this Bethel coaching staff. They missed a PAT early, but they didn't immediately go for 2 to try to get it back, Joe. You don't have to do that early. You can do it late if it's necessary. I thought that was a good decision, and as it turns out, at least at this point, Joe, they're not going to need it.
McCann, the kick. Wonder if he's going to start cramping up tonight. He's been out there so much. It's good. 8:20 to go in the 3rd. 48-24 Bethel. It's Bears football action presented by Appalachian Wireless. Welcome back to Hillard Howard Field, the Hamley Complex on EKB and also on Pike TV. 48-24. 8:20 to go in the 3rd. High end over end kick brought down at 15 across the 25 over to 30 and tackled at the 31-yard line. Gibson again, I believe. Shannon Cozart on the return.
Tackle, Joe, was by, I believe, Jalen Montague, a senior defensive back from Humboldt, Tennessee.
Ortiz Clark, Jordan Owens, receivers up top. Anthony Brown down here to the bottom.
Braxton Whittemore in the slot.
First down and 10, the ball at 31.
You're done 24 points, Joe, and I know the running game is our bread and butter, but
Right.
you're about taking that out of the play here.
Read option. There's the handoff. McLeod, he spins out of a move, a tackle. He's up to about the 36-yard line. Pick up a 5.
And now you're at 2nd and 5-ish, but in this situation, Joe, it's about a passing down.
You know, you can't give up on the run because if you pass every down right now, they can just come in and tee off on the quarterback. 2nd and 5, the ball at 36. Smith, read option. Oh, they over pursue. McLeod makes a guy miss. He's going to get out to about the 41-yard line, and that's going to move the chains. Yeah, the line judge saying move it.
Yeah, let me tell you, he didn't get close to it either.
No.
He was a half-yard short. Now, we're going to take it, but 42-yard line now, it'll be 1st and 10 Bears as we are halfway through quarter number 3.
Smith in the gun. Read option, hands off. And breaking out a couple of tackles this time, that's Gibson. He's going to get driven out of bounds. Luckily, they didn't tack on an extra 15 yards. He's going to get up to about the 49.
Gain of 7. 2nd and short now.
He had a touchdown run last week. And why not give him some carries? Because that can even make you maybe a 3-headed monster in the backfield. McLeod now back in there, running back. 7 minutes to go in the third, down 48-24 to Bethel. 2nd and 3 from the 49. 1 left, 2 right. Smith takes the high snap, looks. He's going to throw it down the field, and it's going to be incomplete. Overshoots his intended target. 3rd down coming up now for UPIKE. That was Alexander Shelton.
They're throwing a lot of balls his way this week, Joe.
Yeah. And if it wasn't overthrown, guess what? He's running into maybe the new Pikeville locker room.
As far as he wants to.
No. 3rd down 3, the ball to 49. Twins each way. McLeod's the running back. I think it's 4-down territory for the Bears. They're showing blitz. They're backing off. Over the middle, it's complete to Anthony Brown. He's got the first down. He's inside the 30. It's a foot race, and he's going to be brought down at the inside the 20-yard line. 1st and 10, UPIKE.
Nice job of catching him, Joe, by number 15 for Bethel. And that is Devious Christman, sophomore. He's a big corner, Joe, 6'3", 188.
1st and 10 from the Bethel 20. UPIKE down 48-24. Gibson. And the quarterback is going to take a sack. He should have handed off to Gibson. He faked me out, and he just got really racked up.
Jeremy Johnson, a junior, 6'2", 245. And it'll be 2nd and about 15 here.
Well, Bowen, he's tough. He's a tough hombre because he got up immediately. He's been knocked around tonight.
Raekwon Birch, Joe, is a receiver in the game at number 23 who's I don't remember referring to in the first 2 games.
2nd and 15, the ball at the Bethel 25, under 6 to go in the 3rd, down 48-24. McLeod's the running back, 2 left, 1 right.
Delay. And I'm going to tell you, there was a 2-second delay before the flag hit the turf. So they had 42 seconds to get it off that time and couldn't.
Anthony Brown now will check back into the game.
2nd and 20.
Maybe Raekwon Birch can do something. Darian Leslie's up top beside of Braxton Whitmore. Whitmore's in the slot. 2nd and 20 from the 30. Twins each way. Smith looking to throw. He's going to heave it towards the end zone one-on-one, and it's through the hands of the intended receiver, 3rd and long.
The intended target was Darian Leslie. Nice coverage back there by Demetrius Gilbert, a sophomore.
Maybe try to throw a little screen pass, try to get half of it back and set up 4th down. 5:21 to go in the third. Joe Kinzer, Rick Bentley with you. 48-24 Bethel. Twin receivers each side. Man in motion. Make it trips to the left. Jordan Owens, slot receiver, middle receiver, back to pass. They tried to set up the screen. It's complete to the running back inside the 25 down to about the 24-yard line. Fourth down coming up now for UPIKE.
Joe, it is 5 minutes after 9, and it's 76 degrees still and the 82% humidity in Pikeville right now.
The humidity's went up 7%.
Yes, it has. It was 75 earlier.
Willie McLeod on the catch.
This has not been the hottest day in town.
Just
it was
humid.
hotter last week, but it's been the most humid. There's the hottest night.
4th and 14. The ball sitting at the Wildcats 24. 2 receivers to each side of the field. Back to pass. Smith looking all day. Throws it over the middle. Anthony Brown, and it's going to be too high for him. Incomplete, and the Wildcats will take over on downs. With 4:33 to go in the third, they're up 48-24.
Got it down to the 20, Joe, and just never could get it back there. Sack, penalty, going the wrong direction for the Bears.
And Bethel can really put this game away. They pretty much they already have, but they can join the 50-point club here. Crowd's has been taken out of it for quite some time. 1st and 10, Wildcats on their own 24-yard line. Hand off to Tate. Over to 30, 35, 40. Breaks out of a tackle. It's not Tate. Inside the 30. Touchdown, Bethel.
76 yards.
And on that's going to be Avante Davis. 54-24. This is embarrassing. Another broken tackle somewhere.
Yep. Right through the line.
I'm going to give McCann a Gatorade. That kicker, he's got to be cramping. Kick is down. It's good. 4:20 to go in the third quarter. 55-24. This one pretty much getting put to bed early. We'll be back. It's Bears football presented by Appalachian Wireless. 31 carries, 21 carries.
There you go.
320 yards for Bethel, 5 touchdowns. Back at the 5, across the 15, the 20. Out across the 23-yard line, and that hole closed very quickly. Kick return there for UPIKE with Shannon Cozart again.
Yeah, 21 carries for Bethel today, 320 rushing yards. That's 15 and a quarter yards a carry. And 5 of them have went to the end zone.
You know what Sean's assignment there, SID? I want him to dissect the film this weekend and count how many missed tackles.
I'm going to guess that Sean, the SID, would tell you that he'll send you the film and let you
I'll do
it.
I'll do it. I don't have anything to do Sunday.
He's responsible for football and 20 other sports.
Sean, give me the game film Sunday. I want to count how many missed tackles. I don't have nothing to do Sunday.
Yeah,
all right.
Might be in a Reds.
That's Saturday. First down and 10, the ball to 23.
Wolford is the quarterback.
There's the straight handoff this time, and sliding a couple tackles. There's Willis, and tight ropes the sideline. He's out across the 35, near the 40, gain of 17. First down, UPIKE.
Nice run by X.
55-24. Bethel, 4:06 to go in the third. Al Holland Jr. Show coming out from B-Dubs with Teddy Painter coming up Tuesday at 6:30.
17 yards on that carry for X. So he's looking at 81 yards rushing now, Joe.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line. Wolford looks to pass. It's going to be high. It's going to be complete, short variety, and the catch is made there by Braden Randall, tight end.
And that's the first attempt for Wolford, and we've got a player down, Joe, right in the backfield, and they're motioning for help.
That lineman pops up. It's going to be Jalen Stone. Trots off the field under his own power. Trevette Bridges is going to replace him at the right guard or left guard position.
2nd and 7 here from the 43.
3.5 to go in the third. 55-24. Bears trailing Bethel. Bethel looking to go to 2-0 on the year.
There's the read option. And there's the handoff this time, and trucking across the 50 into the Bethel side of things. That's going to be Exandre Willis, and that's going to move the chains for another UPIKE first down.
Another approximately 9 yards, 13 carries for 90 for X.
He had over 100 yards rushing, I believe, in week 1. He had 153 to be exact.
So it's looking to give his third straight 100-yard game to start the season.
1 left, 3 right. 3 minutes to go in the third. 55-24 Bethel. 1st and 10 from the Wildcats 48-yard line. Walford, the quarterback, read option. Going to hand off right up the gut. Getting to the 42-yard line will be X again. Sometimes when you get the big lead, you take the foot off the gas.
7-yard gain for X.
Or you could be like me, don't put the foot on the brake hard enough and kind of play crash-up derby on the Logan Boulevard. 2nd and 3, the ball at the 41-yard line.
97 yards for X.
Handoff and trying to pick his way and getting near the 38. That ought to move the chains. He doesn't have the first down. They're going to point. Yep, there we go. We'll take it.
Yep, that's another 3. That should get him to 100 yards on 15 carries.
In 20 years of being an employee of EKB, I never did damage to a company van. My new job, 2nd week on the job.
Hold up. So much as anybody knows, you never did damage to a company van.
Well, no, I never hit anything. Huh?
The forerunner.
No, I didn't do the forerunner. That wasn't me. All right, back to pass. Wolford steps up. He's going to throw. Got a man out there.
Got him.
And it's going to be, is it a touchdown or not? Yes, it is. Touchdown, UPIKE. The corner tried to rip it away, and I believe that's Alexander Shelton.
He's got 2 catches, Joe, for 85 yards and a touchdown now.
The defender tried to rip it out of his hands, and Shelton hung on. 1:43 to go in the third. Could we be sniffing a comeback down 55-30?
Hey, Joe.
Yes.
Can we keep it here after this?
Hey, we're going to keep it here. Whatever you want, man. We're going to keep it.
I want to keep it here, Ronnie, if it's okay.
All right.
Because I got a story to tell you.
All right. I want to hear. I love stories.
Well,
William Chandler up. Kick is good. We're down 55-31, 143. Story away, Rick.
okay,
All right,
here we go.
Go ahead.
Okay, so in the press box with us tonight is a dear friend of mine, Dave McCulley. He is the SID at Bethel and the voice of the Bethel Wildcats on the radio.
Great job.
When Dave McCulley was at a previous job, he was the voice of the Lambeth Eagles, the now defunct Lambeth Eagles, right?
Yes.
So we're playing at Lambeth, and we score with about 7 minutes to go, and the score then was Lambeth 35, Pikeville 7.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now there's about 7.5 minutes to go in the game.
Right.
The last play of the game was a 2-point conversion to tie. We got beat 35-33 that day.
Wow. It can happen.
I was there. Dave McCulley was there. And now, what are the odds of it happening? Probably not great.
Could happen.
But we're only down 24 now. We were down 28 that day. So,
I've seen 34-point leads evaporate on this field.
Yeah.
They're not expecting the onside kick. I mean, why not? You don't have nothing to lose.
Might be a little early for that, but I don't know, Joe. Maybe you're right.
I mean, they're back 15 yards. Now there's a straight, true kick brought down at the 23, across the 25, over the 30. Here we go, over the 45. Maybe they should have onside kick. There's a broken tackle and another missed tackle inside the 45 to about the 43.
I'll say this much. The field position wouldn't have been a whole lot different.
No, that's going to be Chris Witherspoon. Tackling's been terrible. Special teams coverage has been terrible. We have seen bright moments out of the offense tonight.
Bethel has had 8 different ball carriers, part of the 21 carries for 320 yards and 5 scores. And 5 different players have been in the end zone.
To give this defense a little bit of slack, it's far from healthy. First down 10, the ball at the 44-yard line, double tight ends to the right. They're going to run that way. The Bears had it bottled up and ducking a couple of tackles and getting back to the original line of scrimmage as Tate. They had him bottled for a 3-yard loss.
Boy.
Under 75 seconds remaining in the third. 55-31. Bethel. Play action. Short pass is complete. High hurling the defender from the 30 to about the 25-yard line, and that was a nice play right there by the wide receiver, Davius Prather. First down 10 Cats. Ball on the 26. Under 50 seconds remaining in the third. They're trying to join the 60-point club. There's a handoff to the running back and spinning inside the 25 to about the 22. Tate.
"32 seconds, Joe. They don't have to run a play. The play clock hasn't even started.
Yeah, they could just run out this entire third quarter. And I think that's what they're probably going to do.
Looks like it.
Yeah, it's down to 15. Yeah, that's the end of the third quarter. It's going to have to take a monumental fourth quarter comeback for UPIKE. They're trailing Bethel 55-31. Bears football action is presented by Appalachian Wireless.
Welcome back to Hamley. Rick Bentley, Joe Kinzer with you as we get ready to start period number 4. Bethel 55, Pikeville 31, and a little ceremony out there to honor one of Joe's West Virginians, and that young man deserved everything he got right there.
Fought for his life. Miracle he's here, and Al Holland Jr. went out on the field and gave him a brief embrace. 2nd and 6, ball at the UPIKE 22-yard line, and there's the end around inside the 20, the 15. Cutting inside the 10, the 5, and all the way down to about the 1-yard line is Antonio Wright. A little backdoor action on the double reverse there. But Rick, I tell you, class act by UPIKE. Dustin, they gave him a number 55. That's his high school jersey. Not going to be able to play this year. Maybe not be able to play again. Still battling issues and going to Morgantown. And here comes the quarterback keeper. He's going to dive into the end zone. Did he get in or not? Castronova, I think, just shy. Down at the 1. Castronova just took a plunge. Second and go inside the 1, Rick. Castronova's going to take it over to the right side. He's going to lunge. Touchdown, Bethel. They've hit the 60-point club with 13:55 remaining in the game, and they are ahead an even 30, 61-31.
And the PAT pending here, Joe. So he becomes the first Bethel player to have 2 rushing touchdowns, and they've got 6 of them.
Did you might give up 70-plus last year at Union? I was there.
Yeah, we've given up 70 before.
I was there.
We have 77 one game.
Kick is up, and it's going to be good. 62-31. Bears trailing Bethel. Bears football is presented by Appalachian Wireless.
Welcome back here to Hamley. Rick and Joe with you. It's 62-31 as Bethel's really blown this one apart. And here comes the kick from Bethel.
High end over end kick. Gibson at the 9, across the 15, near sideline. Now he breaks up the middle. He's going to get to about the 24-yard line. I like Gibson. I tell you, just not because of that play, but when he runs the football, he's a tough, hard-nosed runner. And Rick, I tell you, I mean, it is what it is. Not the Bears tonight. You just gotta soak this one up and just work for next Saturday against Lindsey Wilson.
Yeah, we got to get through the last 14 minutes of this one right now.
Hopefully get everyone back healthy and no one else go down. Wolford back in a quarterback.
I misspoke, Joe. I was thinking about it was in the 50s. The most points the Bears have ever given up is 70.
Was that last year at Union?
No, Georgetown.
We gave up a ton last year at Union.
Inside handoff that time. X trying to juke and jive a little bit. He'll go nowhere. Strung him out. Or it's going to be McLeod, excuse me.
The score last year at Union was 63-35.
And they scored on 10 consecutive possessions, I think.
That would be 9.
9 consecutive possessions. They scored on a lot of possessions.
That is a bunch. I'm with you on that.
Second down, 10. The ball's at 24. 13 and a half to go. 62-31.
The day we gave up 70 to Georgetown, we only got beat by 12. That was during the Trevor Hoskins era. We put up some points back then.
Twin receivers each way. Wolford back to pass. Looking, curl pattern, and nearly incomplete. Trying to go to Ortiz Clark at the 35-yard line.
Nearly complete. Not nearly incomplete.
Or nearly complete.
Yeah.
Maley Coleman.
Let me see.
When I have to get up a few hours early, Rick, you have to correct me with a little bit more. You know what I'm saying?
That's all right.
Third down at 10, the ball at the 24. We got to have another stat. How many of my screw-ups have you corrected me on tonight?
Just a couple. Not many. You're having a good game.
3 up, 1 to the bottom. Quarterback, Wolford. He's going to have to try to dance his way to some yardage here. He's over to 30, and he's going to be tripped up at the 35-yard line. They'll move the chains. Nice recognition downfield for Wolford, and he'll move the chains for a 1st and 10 for the Bears.
How about this, Joe?
Yes.
In the 2010 season, when our quarterback was Trevor Hoskins,
Yeah.
the Bears had consecutive games where they scored 52 and 58 and lost both of them.
Got to ask you 2 questions about kickers here in a second, okay? First down at 10, the ball at the 34-yard line, 12:40 to go in the game, 62-31 Bethel. Quarterback, keeper, Wolford, and he's going to break 1 tackle, reverse the field, go up the middle there. That's a nice, exciting 5-yard gain, and you got some punches being thrown, and you got a Bethel defender with his helmet lost, and now you got some hankies on the field.
We do, and that is Darian Leslie for Pikeville and number 15 for Bethel, and I don't have their roster in front of me anymore. I'm flipping through this.
Let's see, Bethel. I got you, man. I got you. That's Davius Christmas.
Okay. And I'm going to guess that they're going to call flags on both of them because that's the easy way out.
And they'll offset.
Yep. We've actually got 2 flags there and 1 about 10 yards away. There we go. Unsportsmanlike conduct, Pikeville. Unsportsmanlike conduct, Bethel.
Man, why don't they just keep the penalty flags in the pocket? You know what I mean?
If you don't know who's responsible, just let it go and go on.
Yeah. All right.
And even if it's our guy,
yeah,
call it.
Second down, 6, the ball at the 38. 3 left, 1 right. Ortiz Clark down here to the bottom. Bump coverage on him. They may go his way.
That's in him.
Back to pass, looking, escaping. Down this near sideline across the 40 up to about the 45, and another first down because of the athleticism and the feet of foot there by the quarterback.
Your question about kickers, Joe?
Oh, yeah. I was in Montgomery today, job related. Who was the kicker that
Kyle Chilton.
Okay. At UVA-wise, who was the punter that kicked it?
Jeff Williams,
all right.
70 yards.
And that thing rode down the hill, you said?
He rode it 70 yards in the record book and it went a mile and a half.
First down at 10, the ball at the 45.
It kept going.
Handoff this time. Over midfield and spinning his way for another first down for UPIKE. That's going to be a gain of about 10.5 yards down to the 45. That's going to be Exandre Willis.
Joe, with 111 yards now on the ground.
11:35 to go in the game, 62-31 Bethel. Now, the 70-yard punt, I mean, was that like 35, 40 yards, on the air? Was it a lot of roll?
Yeah, it rolled a lot. They play on traditional AstroTurf, the spongy type.
Oh, yeah, I twisted my ankle one time there. Twins each way, first down 10, the ball at the 45-yard line. Back to pass. Plenty of time. Up top. Airmails to pass that time incomplete. Second down. That Oden's the intended receiver. So we have 11:11 to go. 62-31. The Bears will go to 1-2 on the season. They'll hit the road for the first time next week. First Saturday game at Columbia, taking on Lindsay. Second down 10, the ball at the 45-yard line. Mad motion. That's Braden Randall. That's going to be a bad snap. Willie McLeod was in the Bearcat, and Wolford that time just has to pounce up down on it back inside the 40-yard line. Huge loss on the play. Well, third down and 26 now for the Bears. The ball back on their own 41-yard line. Third and 26 under 11 to go in the game. 62-31. Wolford barks out the signals. Straight handoff this time to the back and getting a few of those yards back to about the over the 40 to the 44-yard line. It's going to be Willie McLeod, and you have a Bethel player slow in getting up. Finally, he does. Now, Rick, the Chilton field goal, was it 63 yards?
Yes.
All right. How much, describe out, and how much did it clear the crossbar by?
It didn't. It hit it and skidded across. It was rainy. It was rainy and wet up there, Joe.
Yeah.
And because of that, the crossbar was wet. So when it hit, it just skidded right across. So it wasn't one of those where it was 63 yards and it would have been good from 68. Like it wouldn't have been good from 63 yards and 6 inches.
I remember Scott Tinsley. He was the coach there. I broadcasted that facility, and the surface, artificial surface there. I'm 46 years old, by the way. Bears are punting, high end over end. Nice hang time on this one.
So is that the first punt of the game?
I don't remember any. 21, 30, 35.
Oh God!
And hit from the 37 up to about the 40-yard line with 10 to go in the game. So Scott Tinsley was the head coach, Rick, okay? And you been to Montgomery, the artificial surface, you had seams flapping up when the winds and stuff. And Scott Tinsley was a heck of a high school football coach in West Virginia, okay? He coached J.R. House, who went to the major leagues. He was, prolific player. They used to score 65, 70 points a game. Used to throw it 50, 60 times a game. I said, Coach Tinsley, it's nice to meet you. I introduced who I was. He said, boy, I'll tell you what, how you like these sucky facilities? That's exactly what he said. There's the handoff this time, new back. That's going to be the ninth running back, different ball carrier, getting up to about the 45-yard line. That's going to be Darwin Kelly.
Let me say this about your story. He wasn't wrong.
No, he wasn't. He was right. And we have a official timeout.
What?
But West Virginia Tech can always say, in a trivia question, their final football game was a win over UPIKE.
Yeah.
Then they moved that university to Beckley, Old Mountain State campus.
Joe, let me tell you, let's get back to this game here because we're about to have a heat index delay. With 9:51 to play in a 31-point game, we're about to have a heat index delay.
We had a lightning delay last week.
You have got to.
All right, explain the heat index for college.
Well, I don't really know what it is, but if the heat index gets above 100, and they're sending them to.
It's a lightning delay. So
not heat index, it's lightning.
So it's going to be 30 minutes. So a lightning delay, 30 minutes, 9:51 remaining in the game, 62-31. And for the second consecutive week, it will be a lightning delay. And it's still lightning over there across the mountains to our south. So let's take a 3-minute break. We'll come back and we'll decide what we're going to do. Again, 9:51 remaining. Al Holland Jr.
is coming out onto the field. He's talking to Lambus head coach. UPIKE down by 31.
Let's see.
Well, let's see what's going to happen here.
Let's see what we got.
Coach Holland might be saying, hey, this game's in doubt. Could they be talking about maybe let's just end it?
Could. Bethel, I'm guessing Bethel's going home tonight, Joe. That's an 8.5 hour drive, and they are.
Yeah, they are.
I think that's going to be it.
Yeah.
They're going to stop this game with 9:51 to play.
No, I think that's a smart decision there for UPIKE head football coach Al Holland Jr.
I agree. I tip my cap to both coaches, Joe. They had to agree, both coaches. So congratulations to both of them. Congratulations to Bethel. They're 2-0 on the season, and the Bears fall to 1-2.
Again, your final score, this one ends early at the 9:51 mark due to lightning. It would have been a 30-minute delay, but both head coaches met at the 50-yard line, and they made the smart decision to say, hey, this game's in doubt. Bethel's going to go home probably after this game, and let's just get out of here. Your final score, Bethel 62, UPIKE 31. We'll return after this 3-minute timeout. Bears football is presented by Appalachian Wireless.